Hey guys, thanks for joining me on my hike today. Yeah, I want to talk about the correlation between judgment and fear. But before we get into that, let's talk about the ego because that's essential to this topic. Now, the ego, a simple definition, is the activity of the mind of identification and claiming and labeling. And really, this has been essential to our survival because in the days that we were really surviving out in the land, we needed to know we needed to put things in categories to survive. These animals can kill us. These animals will not kill us. This tribe burned down our village 20 years ago, so they're not trusted. They're bad. This tribe over here, we trade back and forth with them. Our family and our friends are there. They're the good guys. We like them. Integral to our survival. It's our survival mechanism. But if you're wrong about a lion and think, oh, wait, that's an animal that can't kill me, right? If you're wrong, you could potentially be dead then. But that's still going on right now, that survival mechanism. But now this is what it looks like. Okay, I have a box of understanding of these religious people over here. Religious people, they sound like this, they look like this, they dress like this, they talk like this, they go to these places, and that's them. And then this side, these are the spiritual people, and then political affiliation. Well, I'm on this side of the political spectrum, so this other side is wrong. They're evil, my side is good. So we're doing that still, or through racism or homophobia. We're putting people in boxes. I've heard so many people, and it hurts my heart to hear them say, oh, them there, and then they just give them one name. Them there, fill in the blank with a race, a political affiliation. They put them in a box, and they put that person in a box, or the group of people in a box, tape that box shut, put a label on it, and there you go. And yes, I have done that so many times in my life as well. I'm waking up to this stuff, and many other people are as well. And I'm continually having boxes of mine just completely dissolving and exposing things. And that can be scary. But you say, hey, let's look at that box that you're holding onto of racism. No, I don't. Why are you racist towards those people? Well, my grandpa's 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 grandpa, they had these chicken coops, and this race of people burned the chicken coops down and stole their horses. So we don't like them. So a lot of people have these prejudices and they don't even know why. They have these judgments and they don't know why. And what they do is, how this is done is, think of the box metaphor. Anytime that they speak of this paradigm that they're referring to, like, let's say this is the racist box right here. Each time they talk about it, they put another blanket over it, another blanket over it. These blankets are like little shells that they keep putting these blankets on every time they refer to that race, and they don't see those people as a soul just like them, or that they have families, that they have parents and grandparents and all these things. Instead of looking at them as a soul, a fellow human being, they just put them in a category. So they put all these blankets over as a shell, so they don't need to look deeper. Because what happens if, for instance, they look deeper? Let's look at the collective right now. The collective is showing more racism, more homophobia, more judgment, more polarities. Why though? The answer is because we're healing as a collective. I know it sounds weird, sounds off, but I'm going to explain. The collective is shining, the awareness is increasing on the planet. This has actually been predicted for thousands of years that their paradigms are going to start to crumble. Old ways of seeing things, old paradigms that have not served us as humans are going to crumble. And it's happening now. Right now, all the blankets are being ripped away. That awareness is like a light shining on shadows. And where can shadows hide when you shine a light on them? They disappear. So, this is what's happening. The light is shining down on that box, covered in these blankets, this shell, and when the awareness is shown on it, these blankets start to dissolve or just get ripped apart. And the person's like, no, 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 because if you take this shell off that I have built over this paradigm for so many years, then we're down to the box. And then if you guys open it and shine the light of awareness in there, and I see it, and I gotta admit to myself that I'm wrong about something, then what else am I wrong about? Like, and there's where our survival thing comes in. It comes down to fear. What else am I wrong about? Just like the person that was wrong about the lion and pet him and got eaten. That's exactly what's happening now. We have that fear. So people guard these boxes, and they keep guarding them, and they keep putting these blankets over. So if you come into conflict though with these people and say you are wrong, and then you get them fired up, they're going to throw more blankets over top of these paradigms, and they're going to hold to their stance even more. So arguing with them, nope, that makes it even, you are contributing to it then. I'm not saying don't speak up, but I'm saying there's a dance going on. You try to find compassion, or try to find compassion in yourself if you see that you're judging people, or if you see that they're judging others. So, do you have any boxes that you refuse to open? Do you have any boxes that you have such a big shell built around those boxes for some reason? The more people hold to these paradigms and ways of believing things, the more they start to fester. They hide them in the dark, but those festering things in the boxes are like something festering in your body. It will start to emerge and come up in your life for you to see it. No matter if you want to or not, it's going to come up for your awareness to see it. Because awareness is what heals. And everything's being brought to the surface, and people are scared that their boxes are going to be opened, so they're holding their stances even more. And one more analogy I want to give you guys, because I like analogies, I'm visual, and imagine a 5-gallon bucket full of water. Now there's muck in there. There was muck in there years ago, and it settles to the bottom and festers. How do you get that muck out? You get a stick and you stir it, and that muck starts to come up to the surface, and then you can see that muck, and you can skim it off and throw it in your garden, and then it becomes fertilizer. So good comes out of that muck. And that is what's happening right now. Things are being brought to the surface because they've been festering for so long. And like a wound that's festering, sometimes they gotta get a brush out and scrub that wound open so it can breathe again and heal. So all I ask is that we all are aware of these potential boxes. That's it. Be aware of them. Thanks for listening, guys. Until next time.